It's a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well.
Touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. here's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap, and again to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that
touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the keeper.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a large way at a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new Contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Green to bring it back. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Ryan on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
Share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
I'd have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Second down and inches. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You're coaching, Charles. You still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the...
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now,
on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, It's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. From the gun on third down, Ryan escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Shifts by him. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Pushes him over. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down. Quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes diving forward to try to get an extra yard or 2. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Tenth carry now for Elliott. Powerful running. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And they'll run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
That is never a good sign, but it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And popped it free.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And a trio of touchdown passes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's got his man in stride, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score was 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Toward the back corner, lined up incomplete. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Dancing to his left. And take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Mike Evans, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A big play here for Dallas.
Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And now, before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be.
After reviewing the play,
Zuerlein now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 39. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Over the middle here to Rudolph. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the
T. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And that'll be incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
From the 41, Carr. Now Brown only lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike and they get the touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down, Jacobs once more. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great
touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Carr out to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Carr. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game, came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back. Zuerlein now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play here for Dallas.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Game offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down. Game offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down. Game offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down. Game offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down. Game offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
So that one will be accepted. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country, they'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact,